boy Bake. Welcome back to my channel, man. Today we got major news, 2 videos today. We're gonna be dropping the best defensive badge, the only badges you really need on defense. And we're dropping this video right here. This is major monumental news for the 2K community. Shout out to 2K for doing it. This is a major step in the right direction. I've been talking about trying to get the community involved in a 3v3 and how they didn't tap into 3v3 tournament pools and giving them an opportunity to win money. And they just dropped a big announcement on NBA 2K League channel. They're talked about a lot of the major changes that they're going to be doing as far as like the 5v5, and y'all can read into that because I'm not talking all about that. That's pretty cool too. But the biggest thing that they did is now they're offering a 3v3 tournament and 3v3 competition for not only 2K League, but also amateur players where you can actually compete in competition. Let's read some of this news, man, because this is pretty fire. No cap, this is pretty fire. So let's scroll down to the significance of the new 3v3 tournament entitled by Coinbase, so Coinbase sponsored it. In addition to the league standards 5v5 competition, the league is partnering with Coinbase to host 3 new 3v3 tournaments and accumulating 3v3 championships. So there's going to be a brand new 3v3 championship, never been done, which is dope. So Pro-Am now is about to get their little, to get their little niche. They're about to get their little thing to be able, where people can compete for these things right here. And then the NBA 2K League will have a separate 3v3 tournament prize pool. It's dope. The NBA 2K League teams, which will include 5 players this season, will be represented by 3 of their players during the 3v3 tournament. So 3 players from each 20-some teams up in there. I think it's like 24 teams or 25 teams, one of the two. They're going to be using their best 3 to compete for these cash prizes or whatnot. And then also, one of the things that they talk about, the amateur teams versus 2K League teams in the Coinbase 3v3 tournament. This is where we come in, the 2K community comes in, as amateur teams from around the world will have the opportunity to participate alongside with NBA 2K League teams for a share of the 3v3 prize pool, which is dope. I think that's dope. I think this is a step in the right direction. The first 2 of these 3v3 tournaments will include the 24 NBA 2K League teams and the North American amateur teams as well. North American amateur teams will be able to enter into qualifying events to earn spots in the group play stages of these first 2 3v3 tournaments. So there's going to be events. I think that's dope. I think they're going to put those events in Pro-Am. That makes sense. Don't do it in a park. Do it in Pro-Am, and you got to probably load into there or whatever the case may be, and you maybe have to type in the code, and then it matches you up. I don't know how they're going to do it. We'll learn more information. And then it said the third and final of these 3v3 tournaments will include NBA 2K League teams and 1 amateur international team from each of the European and Asian Pacific region, which is dope. So now there's going to be 1 of each from each region and an American team. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's just 1 though. That's the only thing. It's only 1. So I guess the best amateur are going to play against the top 2K leagues, and then 1 European and 1 Asian, which is cool too. International amateur teams will be able to enter to the region, specifically qualifying events to earn spots in the third tournament, and that's going to be where the bread is all about. But I think this is a major big thing. Now the only downside to this is it's kind of rigged though, low key. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I love that they're doing this, but having amateur teams playing against the best of the best, quote unquote, is kind of like, all right, yeah, we're gonna give you a chance, but we're really not gonna give you a chance. I mean, anything can happen, but like when you playing against the best of the best, you talking about the elitists of the elitists. They play 5v5, they have IQ, they're playing 3v3, and it makes it like should be competitive, but bruh, like let's be 100. Like it's gonna be hard to beat these guys. I'm not making no excuses. Anything can be done, but it's a great opportunity for the community to compete against the 2K League. And if it's close, then that gives us a chance. But it's like this. How can I put it in this scenario? The 2K League players, which are the best of the best, these are the pros of the pros. If you really want to be honest with you, they know their shot, they know dribbles, they know everything, all kind of schematics when it comes to 2K. So it's like a Power 5 conference playing against one of those Mountain West, American League teams. Like, it's like Alabama versus Cincinnati. That's the best way to put it. And so Cincinnati have a fighting chance. Cincinnati has to play their very, very, very best game, and the 2K League players have to play their very, very worst game to make it a competitive game. I'm just being 100. I'm not, like, these dudes are pros for a reason. They play this game night and day. They understand this game night and day. They know how to play night and day. I know 2K, anything can happen if you miss a shot here and there, but you have to be on your P's and Q's or whatever. What I hope to see moving forward, I know this is the first time, is I hope they use this as a pilot to get more amateur prize pools tournaments for people who are just amateurs who want to play, in these tournaments, but they're not at the pro level, but they have an opportunity to compete for money as well too. I hope 2K do that and not just make it 2K League based, because again, if you do that, you're putting amateurs up. That's why they call them amateurs against the pros. Like, look, anybody can get beat on any given day, but 95 times out of 10, it's going to be hard to win those tournaments and win those games because they're pros for a reason. And so I truly do hope this is an opportunity to tap into a different space where now they branch off a little bit. You can win amateur prize pool tournaments or just prize pool tournaments where pros and amateurs are in there, or just have certain tournaments for certain players or whatever, for just amateurs, and then get them to play like in the major tournament. I think that'll be the best bet, is that you have amateur tournaments where these amateurs can compete in their own tournament, get some money. Maybe it's not a lot. Maybe it's like $3,000, $5,000 tournament. The amateur winner from that tournament gets entered into your first 3v3 tournament where you're playing against the pros, and then you go vice versa. So now you're giving amateurs an opportunity to compete against amateurs, and the top amateur get to go compete against the pros. So now you're getting the best of the best. And though, the amateur probably won't win against the pros all the time, you're still giving the best of best. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes are playing in the tournament and they're competing and things like that. I think that'd be a better bet moving forward, but this is a start in the right direction for 2K.